Hey there, it's Christine here at Basics Marketing, and today I'm going and doing web copy reviews. I'm going to be going through a website homepage and a product page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and look for a couple of different things as I'm doing the review. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to go on the homepage. I'm going to look at the hero section. I'm going to look for your opt-in, and I'm going to be looking at how you're bringing your customer through their customer journey on your homepage. Of course, I'm going to be looking at copy because that's important. I'm also going to be looking at how or if you're using VOC, voice of customer data, as you're writing your copy. What that means is, what I'm looking for is, are you gathering the data? And I can tell when I read it for the most part. Are you gathering data? You can gather your VOC from reviews, from surveys, from interviews. If you have Facebook groups for your product, you can look at, and review what people are saying. And the reason we do that is because we really want to get in the heads of our readers. And the best way to do that is by looking at what they're saying. Are they having issues or challenges? Are they excited about something? What are their desires? Because the more that we use our readers' words in our copy, the more it will connect. It won't sound like we're just trying to make something up. It won't be clever. It won't be cute. It'll be direct. I mean, yes, you want personality in it, which I'll be looking for personality in some of these mini reviews as well. And so today, what we're doing is we're going through, this is Terry Patterson's website. Now, Terry has switched she did have a website that was a custom website. She has switched to Shopify. So I've been working with Terry a little bit here and there on what her website looks like, how her copy is doing. And I have to say, first of all, this is like my first impression when I land on your site is I'm so psyched. Because again, I've seen so many iterations. As soon as I land on your page, I know this is your pumpkin mask. Great image, by the way. I know what I'm looking at. I know that this is a product for my skin. Season for glowing skin. Skincare by athletes for athletes. So what I'm going to look at here is, this section right here is called the hero section. Okay, what we're looking for here is when people land on your site, do they understand the reason they're there? Do they know what they're looking for? Do they know what products you have? Do they know, is there some information on here that not only can tell them that they're in the right place for what they're looking for, so if they have a pain, issue, a problem, if they're looking for something specific, and how can your product give them what they need in terms of the promise that you're delivering? So, season full of glowing skin. Terry, good job on this, because it not only, now this is not a tagline. We don't want taglines in here. I mean, even though skincare by athletes for athletes is kind of Terry's tagline, it also tells me a lot. It's also a very short value proposition, which I love here. That I know exactly what I'm looking for. Pumpkin mask tells me that it is for this season. Pumpkin mask. Glowing skin tells me what the promise is that she's going to deliver. And again, skincare by athletes for athletes. I know who this is directed to. So good job on this, Terry. As we go through the next few weeks, and as I do these mini reviews, you're going to see a lot of different value propositions in here. These value propositions really, they're about your business, what you offer, and the promise that you can deliver to your audience. And so for this one, Terry, this is spot on for you. I'm so psyched to see that the iterations, how they have changed and how you've really honed in, because you do make some amazing products for athletes. I use your products and I love them. So this is really great. Now, as I scroll down here, there's a couple things here. I'm going to show you this in 1 second. And then down here, we have this as seen in section. This is where you have some social proof. So this is something that, hey, Body Systems has been in Shape. It's been in the Wall Street Journal. It's been in Yoga Journal. It's been in Health. This is some pretty impressive social proof. The one thing I want you to do, Terry, if you can, I don't know if you can on this template, is take this as seen in and just move it up here right underneath the hero section. And the reason why is because, again, for those skimmers that are looking for, hey, what do you do quickly? And then you're looking for social proof, that shows me that, okay, great, somebody I can trust. I see that she's been in places. I can probably go search these sites for her information. So that's what, we're just going to flip that a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do here, this section right here is a very important section for you to have for your customer journey. Because when your customers land, or when would-be customers land on your page and need to know more about you, I can see here that Terry has worked, she's looking at the customer's journey, the buyer's journey here. She's also looking at the stages of awareness that our customer may be landing here on. So I can link to the video I have on showing you what I mean by stages of awareness, but that in a nutshell means that your reader has a certain level of awareness either of your product or of a pain and issue that they're having. If they're pain or problem aware, that means that they don't know your product yet, but they know that they have an issue. So maybe they searched, maybe they found you on Google or Facebook and are now coming to your page and need to know a little bit more about you. Remember, when they're coming in at that stage of awareness, they're not ready to buy yet, but they are ready to find out how you can support them. If it is a solution aware, they know that there's other solutions out there for them. They've landed on your product as a solution, so they can start looking at how you can help solve their problem. If the customer is a product aware or a most aware person, they already know you. So this section is nice and clean. It says, okay, hey, maybe I am looking for the pumpkin mask now this time of season. I want to go right to that. As a matter of fact, Terry, one thing you can do, if you can, I'm not sure if you can here, is to get make this either this image or a button that says, that's a hot link that can go right to the pumpkin mask product page, so that for those customers that already know you, they want to buy that. There's a link right here that they can click on and go right to the product page, if that works in Shopify. So going down to this section right here. Now, if you read this, welcome to Body Systems. We've been making fresh skin and body care products for over 18 years. Specializing in fresh and healthy products from fresh ingredients to support and enhance your active lifestyle. We're athletes that want you to feel your skin without parabens, gluten, soy, sulfates, or SLS. Made for everyone, our products are a full line to make sure your body is prepped for competition and able to properly recover to be able to get right back out there for your next challenge. Do you need to be an athlete? No way. Our products are for office warriors, parents, family, and everyone active with the desire to keep their body healthy. Now, I know that office warriors, Terry probably got that from voice of customer data, from maybe a review or something that she's found, and she knows that some of her people are office warriors. This is what I mean by using your VOC in your copy. But see, like, she knows now that, from her VOC, parabens, gluten, these ingredients here are a no-no for her readers. Made for everyone, products full line to make your body prepped for competition, probably from her VOC, properly recover to get right back out there for a challenge. Again, these are pieces from voice of customer data that Terry's probably grabbed to move her into this very important piece of copy that kind of very quickly can lead your reader from one stage of awareness to another. That's important with these, as we're also going to do that on the page. Now, I'm going to my editor because I want to clean that up just ever so slightly. So we're going to go here. We can do one of two things. We don't need the welcome here. Body Systems. Let's see. There's a sentence here as I was reading through it that really stood out for me. So what I'm going to do, and this editor will not do anything to Terry's site. I'm just going to show you how when we move words and sentences around, how they can make an even greater impact. I'm going to H2 that. Yes. And as a matter of fact, we could even probably not even have this here, but we'll play with it just a little bit here. So let's do that. Let's see. I am going to take this out because we don't really need to write that right in this section, Terry. Okay, we're athletes. Now, what I do here is we want to make it so that when people are skimming, they see the important pieces that they need, right? So so breaking your sentences up this way can actually make a difference. Let's go like this. Okay, so now as you read that, this here is if I'm skimming, and this is a subhead, specializing in fresh and healthy products from fresh ingredients to support and enhance your active lifestyle. So see, even if I took out body systems, because we already saw the logo, right? And we do this, and again, it's coming in. I might even make that even, let's see, I may even make that an H, let's see, nope. Oh, well, that's interesting. Let's just make that way. When you're looking at crossheads and subheads and crossheads, if you can make them H1s or H2s, they are searchable in the search engines. All right, so see what we've done here? Now, the other thing I want to do is, because we have some pretty long sentences here, I'm doing this for readability only, is that in these sentences, if we left justify, depending on your platform and how you can do this, there may be if you're WordPress and you're on Divi, you can create the blocks to read differently and to format differently. I would do this. So what happens is when we come to this page, look at how easy that is to read. I know that when I land here, I know what the product is. I'm going here. I'm like specializing in fresh and healthy products from fresh ingredients to support and enhance your active lifestyle. I know that that's for me. We're athletes that want you to feel, I can't read today. We're athletes that want you to feed your skin without paraben. Okay, so I know here the sentence, this has no junk in it, made for everyone. Our products, they're here. Do you need to be an athlete? No way, because you know what? I may be wondering, well, okay, I'm not an athlete, but how can this work for me? And then this is how it works for me. Our products are for office warriors, anybody that wants to keep their body healthy. Okay, so that is my suggestion there for you, Terry. Body systems. Okay, so we've got that. We're going to change that. Now, what I love here is Terry is now taking you through that customer journey, right? She's introducing you here. Welcome to Body Systems. Again, what I need to know about her because maybe I haven't been here before. Okay, cool. So this is for athletes. Maybe I'm not a full athlete. Maybe I am an office warrior, or maybe I'm a part-time athlete, or I'm just getting started. Whatever that is, I can see myself here. As I'm going down through Terry's page, what I love with Terry's images as well is the icons here: prep, compete, recover, pamper. Those are very well done because it shows me, okay, you know, skin prep, after I'm competing, I'm recovering or pampering. These are nice little icons to tell me she does this, what the products are for. Keep your skin in the game. All right, great heading here. I love that. So very well done, Terry. We hand make skincare essentials fresh with healthy ingredients to support your active lifestyle. Don't let irritated skin stop you from what you want to do. We have four specific. Now, the only thing here is, let's see what this looks like. You want to go back to the editor and just break it up ever so slightly. Okay, just even if you break it up just like that, Terry, because you've got the room on your page. Because what happens again is when we do things just in like one paragraph, a lot of times with skimmers, they won't see that essential piece that may be buried right in the middle of that paragraph. And even though it's a short paragraph, again, with skimmers, they may not see this. So as you break up your sentences, and yes, one sentence paragraphs are perfectly fine. This is not English class, but it does help the reader skim better and skim faster, grab that information, and it just makes it more clear for them. Okay, let's go out of here again. Okay. So we've got that. Good job, Terry. So now she's taken the customer on this journey. So now she can introduce people to her bestsellers. Because what happens most of the time, and I've seen it in hundreds of different e-commerce sites, is they have the product, they go right to the featured products. And what happens is, I don't know enough about your business. If I'm new to your brand, I don't know enough about your business to jump in and start looking for product. So this is why Terry has created these sections here to help her reader understand who she is and to have her reader basically self-select to find themselves in this brand. If that makes sense to you, that that these are her ideal customers that are reading this. So then this is great. She goes into her bestsellers, her featured collections, and then some more great love the images, and then the testimonials. You can even change this word here, testimonials, and do something like raving reviews. This is what copywriters call, and a lot of times when you put in things like testimonials, this is a really good place to use your copy chops to create something that might be even, more eye-catching for your reader, more on brand with your personality. You could call it raving reviews. You could be, you could call it any number of things other than just testimonials. Again, depends on your brand, depends on your brand personality. Okay, cool. So very good. Now, the other thing I'm looking at here and why I've scrolled all the way down to the bottom of the page is because Terry here has her subscribe right down here. We want to bring that up. Make sure that you do have a pop-up, something that comes up so people can subscribe to your list. Now, this is the other thing I want to talk about. Well, two things I want to talk about with your opt-in is that do not have it pop up as soon as someone lands on the page. That can be very triggering for people, and we're looking for higher conversions, not lower conversions. So if it's on there, or if you have a chat box, please, by all means, do not have it pop up right at the beginning because people aren't ready for that yet. You can have your pop-up, you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to set it on the scroll, either have it when you're maybe halfway down through the page, it can pop up. I'll do that on a blog post, not my homepage. If it's on your homepage, make your pop-up trigger on the exit. So when someone goes to scroll or scrolls to the bottom or comes up and goes to your menu, anything like that, that will trigger your pop-up to show up. This way, it's not quite as annoying as some of the others, and it'll keep your reader on longer. The other thing is, you know that I've talked about this all the time, is that for your opt-in, please make it something valuable. Please make it something other than a discount. But what I want you to do is understand that in your welcome, people aren't really looking for discount. I've actually even talked to some brands that say, my client doesn't want the discount, they want to pay full price. So really understand that about your client, because again, just having a pop-up of a discount showing up may not be enough to sway your customer. However, if you have something that will, because now that you've done your research, you've done your VOC research, you know more about your clients and what they're looking for, put together something that is a valuable piece of information. It could be a guide, a checklist, something that brings them in, talks about maybe their pains or their issues, a guide. It could be, your guide for taking care of your competitive skin. And then she can have a guide or a checklist talking about how to take care of your skin as a competitor because you're out in the elements more, you're doing some other things more. So have something in your opt-in that is a little bit more valuable and more desirable for your reader than just your discount. So that is Terry's homepage. Very well done, Terry. Okay, let me just I'm gonna go to shop. All right, let's go pick out a product. Let's go to a body care. And what I want to do is just take a look at, so let's look at the post-workout balm. I'm just going to pick the first one up here. So next what I want to do is talk to you about your product pages. Again, you have short descriptions and you have the longer descriptions down here. What I want you to do for this is create your pages as a landing page, not just a product page, because you still want to be able to take your reader through that customer journey, through those stages of awareness that help them understand what each product is. Now, I know that it is a longer process and it is more copy than you're used to writing. However, if you want to increase your conversions, this is super important. So Terry has here her post-workout balm, which is, again, I talk about message matching in another live, in another video, but message matching means when I come here, do I recognize this in my headline as something that I've seen somewhere before or I've seen on the product? If you can have a subhead here that may put in, some other search terms, and you have to look at your SEO for that. Is it, is it an ingredient? Is it, something that you could add here as a subhead underneath before you get to the price? That will also help in search. Depends on your platform. Not all platforms allow you to do that. You can always just also here just put a dash and put the search terms in, the subhead, quote unquote subhead there. But she has it here. Recover faster to enjoy your next challenge. Awesome subhead. Now, I know Terry has been working on this very diligently, and she has used her voice of customer to rewrite all her pages. And I know because Terry's had to go onto Shopify from another platform. So look at how she does this here. She writes, did you overdo it? Terry is definitely using a copywriting formula here. What she's doing is in her first paragraph, she is trying to connect with the customer, her reader, saying, hey, did you overdo it? Those questions, those aches, those pains. Yes, I did. Our post-workout balm contains a higher concentration of active ingredients with little fillers to make sure you receive the most benefit to those areas that need it most. Our unique topical remedy is formulated to provide powerful, long-lasting warming sensation and cooling effect, helping also with the body's own processes. A unique combination of select ingredients for fragrance, non-greasy alternative to conventional chemical-filled rubs. Now, Terry, another nicely done on your product description here. They don't have to be super long, depending on how you're talking to your audience and their stage of awareness. She's done a really good job here on pulling her reader through this. Interestingly, do you notice anything that Terry has done? She has been very, very careful in writing claims. There are no claims here that are really going to get her flagged by the FDA. She doesn't say healing. The only word, Terry, I'm a little curious about maybe is the word topical remedy. You may have to change that word remedy. That may be one word there that could be flagged. But otherwise, look at it's a long-lasting warming sensation, cooling effect, helping with the body's own processes. Nowhere in here is she making a medical or a health claim. It's very nicely done. She's got a warning here. She's got these. So, and then customer, when you have customer reviews, I know Tara's been moving things over, so all the reviews may not be up yet. Very, very, very nicely done. Yay, Terry. But as we went over those, you saw that we went over Terry's homepage, her hero section, the image and the value proposition there. We went down her whole page to make sure that she is speaking to the customer on their journey. So, and leading them through those stages of awareness, as well as we talked about her opt-in, how important it is to have that show up on the exit and not on as soon as somebody gets on the page, because that is a trigger. And again, we're looking to increase conversions, whether that conversion is to get more subscribers on your list or bring people to a sale. On her product page, we did basically the same thing. We looked at the short description and the long description. Did that lead your reader in that short bit to a stage of awareness where not only do they see that it's for them, does it feel right for them? Do they see themselves as an ideal customer and what they can expect from the product? Terry did use VOC to connect with her customer on that and talk about that. In her product descriptions. Product is different. So each page is going to be different, and I'll have different recommendations because, again, we want your brand to stand out and be uniquely you. So what we're going to do is we're going to customize it for you, for your customer, and to really make your brand stand out. Awesome. Thank you for joining me here, and I will see you next time. Thanks, and see you soon.